Aeon, nice. Good job, Turin. Now I'm rooting for him.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for him regardless because I don't want this to be a trio. But
Yeah, we gotta go for the reverse sweep. Turn 3-2. Let's go. But Aeon versus Seraphim here. Bold choice. Kind of like it. T2 land basically mandatory. Although Grimplex doesn't believe in such things.
yeah, I mean on this map, Tech 2 land is definitely very good, and especially as Aeon. I mean, if he just says this to Turn, then he doesn't know Turn. Turn is he loves Aeon Tech 2 gunships. He was like the first guy to abuse them when they got buffed. But yeah, like Tech 2 land rushes with this much reclaim around your main base is not hard at all. Like if you just very like if you give up some map control in the first 5 minutes just to rush out the Tech 2 land, you can have your HQ done at -5. Like I don't know if it's good to have it that early, but you can definitely rush it pretty easily. And I think you should do it as Aeon. At least I would do it because I don't like Auroras. I can't micro them. But maybe Turn is having different ideas. Turn. Okay, I was about to say SU was not assisting the Hydro.
Yeah. Classic Turn SU.
He was too busy talking in chat.
I mean, you need to win the psychological victory before you can win the actual victory. This is important. You will find out. Alright, what are the lads? Should we speculate?
What are the what, sorry?
The lads. Can you survive 2 lads? Definitely not meant to be labs.
I see now.
I see.
Yeah. I also ignored what they said, so I was like, hey, what is he talking about?
Oh, you're not enthralled by random pre-game trash talk?
If only. If only. So yeah,
we're gonna see
some
some nice
labs,
aggressive labs.
Turn,
Yeah.
which I like. He's Aeon.
He's looking for the expanding NGs.
Grimplex is not really, you know, making any early units. Can be fine.
Turn rushing a transport. This is a bit unusual. He'll get away with it. Like, third air out from Grimmy into Inties. Transport will be out and away by the time the scout gets here. But where does he want to go? Like, into mid? And just build land spam over there?
That would be very weird, but it seems like that's exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna drop mid, he's gonna rush the Hydro, I think, for E. He needs to be mid. The place where he drops is right on the cliff, so he won't be able to properly like build a lot there.
Yeah, it's a bit of a cliff, so it's gonna be a bit of a problem to get some good land spam out.
This is so risky as well. Also,
He's going PD first?
PD!
What is this? There's nothing here! Good. You had a scout, you know!
Like, if you do something like this, first of all, you can't, like, be safe like this. He's even making walls around the PD, like, that's gonna cost so much time, as you can see. But not only that, it's like, why try this strategy with as Aeon? Like I get, like, the Auroras are slower, but you know, it's still so much more dangerous to do this as Aeon. I would way rather do something like this as Serra.
It's only for flares. 100% flare spam incoming. I'm calling it now.
Okay, he did snipe an engineer on the left with the lab. One on the bottom is in position.
Alright,
I'm actually Grimplex was actually very greedy that he didn't send any, like, not even a single Cellen to the bottom to, you know, scout for any raids that's coming through there. But you know, as you can see, Gimplex is massively ahead with expansion because Turin rushed that transport.
I don't know if I like
hope
this. Still, this is.
I don't. I don't.
I mean, he's gonna drop south now, which is I do like that. Get the reclaim, get some control over this part of the map.
The thing is, if he does something like this, then he locks himself into having to do massive tech 1 spam. Right? It's like it's not like you can really go do something else because you need at all costs to protect your central factories, and you need map control to protect them as well.
Yeah.
Although Gimplex is kind of suiciding a few times there for no reason, so I guess that's
I don't know. I think you can just rush T2 land in the center of the map here because you're gonna need a T2 PD in the center of the map like pretty soon.
I guess you can. I'm kind of a bit sad that he didn't grab that Hydro yet, and instead is making tons of PDs at home, pigeons.
But Turin getting some nice raids out. He's gonna kill this NG in the south. Looks like he might lose.
That's an important one.
NG
The thing
north.
is, it's an important engineer that he kills. But if you look at his own expansion at the north, like he's not even close. I guess he's gonna drop there with the transport. But he is vastly lacking build power. Like he's gonna drop a single engineer there, and that's the single engineer that was at his own expansion at the top that had more things to do. Like, I'd say he is only building engineers from one factory in his main base, and I think that's a blunder. I think you need at least 2 factories on perma engineer spam on this map, especially if you have a transport where you can drop them around, right? Like this, the place where you just dropped, like you can easily drop 3 engineers there instead of 1. It's going to be so much better.
It would have been so much better. You're 100%
then you have
right.
the bottom right that you still have to drop. Like he dropped a single engineer there as well, and like all these loose maxes around the map that he could have, that he can drop.
I
like
love this
Hydros,
forward land scout on the cliff.
Hydros and reclaim in his main base that there's no engineers in position to do that. Sorry, forward land scout? Oh, there, yeah, that's nice.
But we're just gonna see mass land spam out from Grimplex. He's just ready to build as many land factories as humanly possible and immediately make me a liar by canceling them and starting a T2 land upgrade.
Yes. Yeah, it's
Players have it out for me, Farms. What can I say?
hate to hear it. Yeah, I'd say that Gimplex was a bit too reserved with the start. Like, the thing is, what Turin did, right? He rushes stuff there with the transport, but that means, considering that he rushed that, it means he delayed everything else. Gimplex sent his first unit to that mid location, but that's literally the only location that Turin had units, right? But he could have gone around and raided on all the sides, raided everywhere, where Turin had nothing, like no protection. But he didn't do that with 30 units. Also, there's a big airfight coming on top of Gimplex's base, and I feel like actually that's a good turn for Gimplex.
I'm not sure Turin really has the
quite a bit
numbers to
more.
do this.
Yeah, there's a flag out. He rushed the flag, so it's not gonna be that bad for Gimplex.
This is fine.
It's gonna be a draw.
And the reclaim falls on top of Grimplex's base, and it's basically a draw.
That flag couldn't. Well, I mean, it could have been timed by like 10 seconds earlier, but it still was great timing. These 4 tanks from Gimplex at the top side just denied its expansion from Turin.
There should be a PD up here, I gotta say. Where is it?
Like, again, he only dropped 1 engineer, so he didn't like build any like factory or anything else. Turin is probably gonna go Tech 2 air soon, knowing it's Turin.
You really should be going T2 land soon. Like, but I think you're right.
It's almost kind of too late already. That's a nice bomber. Oh, I forgot there's Sarah bombers versus Auroras.
It's beautiful.
There's nothing that kill Auroras as quickly as Sarah. Oh,
Oh!
my God, that's some nice micro.
That's like 10 kills in 1 bomb. Where's the mobile AA?
Oh my
The
God.
radar, maybe.
No splits either. It's so important if you are Aeon and you see your opponent make bombs, especially if there's Sarah, that you just keep splitting your Auroras. Because, like, it's a lot of attention, but it's so important because, as you can see, like, that killed like 2 bombers, killed 20 Auroras.
Yeah, and any army advantage that Grimplex didn't have in middle has just been sort of evened out. I'd like to see a static A built here on like the forward plateau next to that Hydra that just finished. That would be pretty cool.
I agree. Nice engineer meeting each other there.
Engineer fight. Engineers win.
Okay, there's the Tech 2 lance from Turin. He's actually gonna go straight into Tech 3 lance rush.
Alright, is he building it at home? Oh, he is.
Yeah. I am still very like bewildered. Like his strategy is so weird because it's like usually if you go Tech 3 lance, it means that you sacrifice some map control in order to get out tech and then to regain it. But he can't sacrifice the map control because all his production, like he can't afford to lose the middle of the map. Like he can't afford to lose that.
I mean, couldn't he? Like he could control K all these factories and reclaim them, and be kind of fine. Because all the production is just going to be at home at this T3 land HQ, building harbs.
That's kinda true, but then again, like he did invest this much into this like mid area that like it could have been at home as well.
And I mean, it's been cost effective. It let him build less land factories to have more units, and he's really being aggressive with the ACU there. Oh my god.
I guess, yeah, that's way too aggressive. Especially as Aeon, like where's the range upgrade on the ACU?
Yeah, he needs range upgrade. There's multiple Ulshis already in this mix, and Auroras are going to push this back. Grimplex did not capitalize.
It's such a waste. It's only like 50 seconds to get it. He had engineers next to his ACU before he charged in. It's like he has the overflow as well. He can easily rush it, and honestly, at this point he should almost rush either Shield or Chrono as well. As much as I hate Chrono, but it's massively OP, and this is a tournament game, so I would assume that he would abuse the things that are strong.
You gotta abuse the things that are strong. Well, Grimplex is kind of pushing on both flanks right now. In the top, he's going to deny this. In the bottom, he's going to deny that corner. And the ACU fight continues. I really don't know why Turin wants to pick a fight here.
He
seems very dangerous.
That Turin is sending everything to mid, and there's nothing at the sides. But Turin might die here.
He's trying to OC his way out, but only one E-storage.
He will vet. But now he's sending in all his Auroras into the grinder. Even if he doesn't die, this is a massive loss in this engagement.
Yeah, he's going down in the red. There's the focus fire. He's going down less than 1k. Dodges. Kind of good, and no.
Oh, and he dies.
Grimplex is going to take the game 3-0.
And he just got his first harp out.
Yeah,
that was so necessary. Like, he's Aeon, why doesn't he make a gun upgrade?
Yeah, why does he try to force this fight? Why is there no T2PD in mid to prevent this from happening? There's lots of good questions. Like, he's up mass. He's got 5 T2 mechs to like 1. Huge eco advantage, despite losing like the corners. Absolutely unforced error. Whoops.
The reason why like Serra at Tech 2 is, for an Aeon Guncom isn't too great because it's an Aeon Guncom. It crushes Ilshis. But if you don't have the gun upgrade and you get into range, then you get melted by the Ilshis. They still have so much DPS. That was like